Hello, you guys. It's Joe here. Hopefully, you can hear me. I can see a few people jumping on in there. So maybe pop into the little chat box and say hi. Tell me who you are, where you're from, while we wait another couple of minutes until we get started. How are you going in this crazy COVID-19 crisis? Are you still open or are you closed? Just a disclaimer too, I'm also isolating from home and I just heard my neighbours whippersnipping. So that might be a little background noise that you might hear as well. Let me just find my little chat here. Here we go, questions. Hello. Hey guys, where are you? Where are you tuning in from? Tell me what's happening in your world. I'll just give it another couple of minutes. How are you making use of your extra time? Have you really think about, you guys and how, in your salons, you're so connected to people and touching people all day long that it's a very big change for us, isn't it? Still open in Mackay, Michelle. Awesome. Beautiful Mackay. Linda, hi. Another one in Mackay. Tuning in from Texas. Hello, Megan. I never know how to say that. So hopefully one of those was right. Thanks for joining me. How is Texas? Definitely want to get to Texas one day and get myself a pair of cowboy boots. Alrighty, we'll just give it another couple of minutes. I can see more people are joining. Hi, everybody, if you've just joined me. Cannot wait to talk about social media today. I think it's something that we're really productive and really proactive that we can be doing right now. So really keen to discuss a few things with you and share with you some ideas we've got around using social media, especially now during these crazy times. Hi, Vicky from Adelaide. Thanks for joining us. So exciting. I'm really, really grateful for technology right now, that we're still able to connect and spend this time together today. Hope you all had a lovely Easter too. It was one of the rare times where I kind of did nothing. It was really good. I wonder if you guys, I've been finding myself, I've been going through waves of feeling really productive and wanting to do stuff and then feeling very unmotivated and procrastinating on just about everything, knowing that there's a lot of things we could be doing, but not necessarily feeling like doing any of it. Can you relate to that? Kendall from Cairns, hi. Hey, Deborah from Brisbane, Vegas. Isn't it a gorgeous day in Brisbane today? I have to say it's absolutely beautiful outside. And just a disclaimer for those of you, still a whole bunch more people joined. Hi, everybody. You might hear my neighbour's whippersnipper. So there they go. So please forgive me. Hopefully it's not too loud. Not too close to me, but it sounds like, when it's so quiet, you really notice those things, don't you? Right there with you, varying waves of productivity. Yes, right. I totally get that. And I'm a really, I'm a get shit done girl. That's what people would say about me. And I definitely have gone through, I think the first weekend in isolation, I painted about 4 pieces of furniture and just sort of kept going, needed to do things with my hands. And then over Easter, I pretty much did nothing. So, yeah, I think that we're all, Linda says she's hearing me with that too. Yeah. And you know what I think? Starting with something little is a good thing. I find if you're procrastinating on something, generally it's because you think it's going to be just too big and you're like, I just don't know whether I've got the energy to do that big thing right now that's going to take, an hour or 2 hours. So try finding little things that you can do in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes. because usually once you get started, then you continue. And, social media is actually really good for that, because you don't need to spend a lot of time on it. You can, certainly you can, but you don't need to. You can do something small. All right, well, there's a whole bunch. So I think we're going to get started. It's 2 minutes past our starting time. So hopefully it sounds like you can all hear me and see my screen. So let's get started. Just get this little thing out of the way. Please feel free to chat with me, enter in questions as we go. I will come back to it at the end and answer as many as I can. And if we can't get through them all, I'll still find a way to get you all of the answers. We will also send you a recording of this, so you can take notes if you like, but you'll also get the recording so you can go back and watch certain parts that maybe you wanted to watch again. You're in listen only mode, so I can't hear you, but you can certainly hear me. All right, let's kick off. So COVID-19 social media survival strategy. Okay, let's go. I can get my little clicker to move. Cool. Okay, well, that is me. Maybe not looking quite exactly like that today, which is why you cannot see me on camera. I'm in my home office. This photo was literally taken 2 days before all of the restrictions were put in place where I live here in Brisbane. So it's a fond memory where we were sort of in denial at that point. It was starting to happen around the world. But anyway, so this is me. I'm Jo. So pleased to meet you and so grateful to have you spend this time with me today. And I hope that you get a lot of tips and tricks, and I'm certainly going to give you access to a tool that I know you're going to love and it's going to help you. So hang around to that towards the end of this session. So I am a hairdresser by trade, for those of you that don't know me. I started as a hairdresser at the age of 16, and I had my first salon when I was 20, and I had 2 salons by the time I was 22. And I stumbled across a couple of entrepreneurial developers, and together we created Shortcuts. So I'm one of the co-founders of Shortcuts. And these days my role is, I'm called the VP of Evolution. So I pretty much manage our strategic roadmap and the future direction of our product. And I also work with a lot of big strategic partners. So whether they might be big customers, chains, or third parties like Google and things like that. So I love my job. I love this industry. And I really am a marketer at heart, and I adore digital channels and how technology can help us in this space. So it's a really weird mix between technology and hairdressing, but that's where I found myself. I'm a pretty organized, and my team would probably say bordering on OCD. And I love combining structure and organization with a strategy. So that's what you're going to get a bit of today in this masterclass. And I'm an ideas girl and a bit of a serial entrepreneur. I've had lots of different businesses and still have multiple businesses doing lots of different things. And I love bringing an idea to life, which I'm going to show you one of my recent ideas that I'm really proud of today that I'm going to give you access to during these times. So what do I know about social media? Well, I know that it's pretty critical in the mix of a salon's marketing toolkit. And gosh, in these times, it's just absolutely skyrocketed. I'm going to share some numbers that have come out of Facebook and Instagram, but it's 50% increase on social media usage during this time. And I know for a salon, whether you're a barber, a hair salon, or a beauty salon, it takes a lot of time and effort to do social media. And it's hard to be consistent, isn't it? And, especially when you're busy running your business and managing your teams and organizing all the things that it takes to keep a business running, social media is just one piece or one thing that you need to do. So it's hard to be consistent, takes a lot of time and effort. I surveyed a bunch of salon owners late last year and found out how much time people were spending and who was doing it. And these are the things that people are struggling with. And what I know is those that have an effective social media presence have a strategy. So I'm here to teach you a little bit of strategy today, and particularly how you can use that strategy during this COVID-19 crisis. Coming up with ideas is hard. I'm going to help you with that as well. And taking small steps is the best approach. Like I said before, we're all procrastinating a little bit on doing the big job. So, how do you eat an elephant? One toe at a time. So I'm going to show you some simple little things. And even if you just get one or two little things out of this session today, I will be happy about that. And a really big disclaimer, I'm not a social media expert. I never, claim to be that. I do a lot of research. We've got a lot of very clever people on our team. And so I bring in experts to help us with that. So a lot of the stuff you're going to see today comes from that research. All right. So that's enough about me and what do I know about social media. Let's get into today's masterclass. So we're going to cover 3 main topics. The first one is how best to use social media during this COVID-19 pandemic. So what actions can you be taking right now and what can you be doing and saying on social media? I'm then going to teach you how to use content pillars as a framework for your social content marketing strategy. So that is putting a bit of a structure behind coming up with ideas so that you can create variety in your social media, because if you're posting the same thing over and over again, your followers are not going to be interested now and into the future. So this is what I would call, the foundations of a fundamental strategy. So I'm going to tell you what these pillars are, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use them so that it's easy for you. And then I'm going to show you my latest little creation and project, the Social Sorted membership. I'm going to show you inside the membership, and I'm going to give you guys access to this platform for free. So you're going to get a whole bunch of content and all the goodness that's inside that membership for free until June, because I just want to help as many salons as I can right now with connecting with their clients so that you can come through this crisis and out on the other side. So let's get into it. First of all, number 1. How to use social media during COVID-19. All right, so like I said, now more than ever, you must embrace social media. Yes, you need to be emailing your customers. Yes, you need to be sending them text messages too. That's another great channel. But social media is where people are spending most of their time. So you need to be there now more than ever before. So if you haven't had time before to work on your social media strategy, now you do. Now you got a bit more time, so there's no excuses. All right, so it has absolutely skyrocketed. And like I said, it's become a very powerful platform for connection and communication. People are spending so much more time on there. So Facebook recently announced that messaging across their platforms has increased more than 50% over the last month. I mean, that's just huge. Instagram and Facebook live views have also doubled in volume within 1 week when this crisis hit around the globe. And you've probably seen that, like I have, when you go into Instagram or you go into Facebook, the little circles up the top there, people are having live conversations with their audiences, and they're also doing interviews and conversations with other people, and people are sitting there and watching them because they actually have time to do it. So it's a great comfort for people to do those types of things. And, during these times, you need to be proactive and remain in contact with them regularly. So like I said, phone, email, SMS, and social media, and not just maybe one platform. I mean, not saying you need to do all of them, but I'm sure you've seen on Instagram that TikTok is starting, is rising. So now's the time to have a look at that and check that out whilst you've got some extra time. LinkedIn also is getting a lot of traction. There's a lot more activity happening on all of these platforms. Now, I'm not saying you need to do all of them, but just be aware of it. Take it out, take a little look around and check it out. Okay, so why should you keep communicating? Well, because your clients miss you, they love you, and they really want to support you. We know how important the relationship is between a technician and their customers, and a business and their customers. So they want to hear from you. And I know it's hard because you don't necessarily know what to say in these times, or you don't want to say the same thing over and over again. I'm going to help you with that as we proceed through this masterclass, but they do want to hear from you. They are concerned about you and your business. They want you to get through this. They want you to be there on the other side. They want connection, community, and inspiration. They want to be kept up to date. They're definitely worried about their hair and their regrowth, and they're concerned about what's going to happen with that, and they want to know, can they come and visit your salon if you're still open? What are you doing? to make them feel safe, all of those types of things. And they want to know how they can help you. This is just general overall feelings that your clients have about you and your business and why you need to keep communicating with them. Alrighty, so now let's explore 5 key actions that I believe you can be doing right now on social media. Let's go. Number 1, attract. So now is a time to attract your clients and your local community to your social media accounts. Okay, so here are some ways that you can do that. Ask your clients to follow you at every opportunity. If you're chatting with them online, if you're sending them emails, put your social links in your emails and remind them to connect with you if they haven't already on social media. Make sure you tell them that you're regularly going to be posting on social media and this is a great platform for them to stay connected with you. Send them an SMS and telling them that you're going to be posting regularly on social media. So follow us and turn on notifications so that you get the latest and updated information on what we're doing now through this period. That will create a really good connection right now so that when we come out on the other side, you've created that engagement and you've got a bigger base of people to be following you. Also, reach out locally within your community. So your neighbouring businesses. So reach out locally and within Facebook groups and ask people to follow you. Tell them to follow you and tell them why they need to be following you on your social media platforms. Okay, so that's number 1 action you can take right now. Number 2 is keep communicating. Keep the connection up and make it daily on social media. It doesn't have to be heavy. It can be light and entertaining, and we'll show you in the content pillars how you can keep the variety up there. So provide updates on your status. You know, during this crisis, things have been changing literally by the hour, haven't they? So, keep people up to date with when are you open? Are you closed? When are you thinking you're going to open again? Or when are you going to make a decision about whether you will or not open? Have you changed your hours? Have you changed your staffing roster? Have you got less people on? How are you using social distancing protocols in your salon? Are you using disposable towels? How far apart are you seating your guests? How many guests are in the salon at any one time? Those are things that you need to communicate multiple times to your clients. So don't just say it once and expect that all your clients have seen it on social media, because a very small percentage see your post. You need to keep communicating the same sorts of things in different ways, and we'll show you how to do that. Also share some personal insights about how you are going, how your team are going, and get your team involved. Have them posting as well, or if they've got their own accounts, make sure that they're sharing to yours so that you're keeping that sort of community connection there, and continue to communicate. Just small pieces of information. And you can also promote during these times. Use social media to promote ideas, concepts, and services. Be innovative. This is a time when I'm sure you're all starting to pivot and think about what else you can do to help grow your business. It's not just business as usual. It is different, and your customers want to know what can you offer them. So there's a few things at Shortcuts that we are talking about, and hopefully you're connecting with all the other things that we're doing as well. But one of them is this rewards club package. So in the Shortcuts system, you can set up a rewards club and sell it to a client and give them a spend and save type offer. So if they spend $500, for instance, you can give them $700 worth of services when you're back open or when they're ready to come back into the salon. Online and physical gift cards. Are you doing product deliveries? You can definitely promote that. Are you doing any home services? Like, I know that some businesses are pivoting and being able to offer those services. Virtual consultations. I mean, that's a brilliant one. If somebody wants to talk to you about their own specific concerns they've got with their hair and they can't visit the salon, or they're worried about something, treatments or how to do something, you could do that virtually. If you are, make sure you promote it. You can do challenges, hashtags, show us your ISO style, make it a bit more fun, promote things like that to create engagement. You can also educate. people love to learn new things, and you can do this virtually via your social media channels. So if you haven't done it before, now's a great time to experiment with tutorials and how-tos. You don't even necessarily need to get in front of the camera if you're not wanting to do video straight away. Try a series of images, take a few photos of different techniques for different styles that you can then, show a stepped process through. Product demonstrations, product reviews, industry, tips and secrets, I saw somebody on social media do how to do the mum bun, and how to use dry shampoo, all of those kind of things. Polls are great, and Q&As, FAQs are great. Educate. If somebody's asking you a question through your social channels, it's likely that someone else has asked that question as well. So you can use that as a piece of content to educate your audience. So that's great to be done via stories or posts or anything like that. And then engage. So stay on your customer's radar through consistently engaging with them. So you've got more time to do this. Make time every day. Reply to every single comment and direct message that you get. Interact with your story watchers and your poll responders. So if you're doing stories and polls and people are responding to those, DM them. Go one step further and record a little video or a little voice message to them. If you're asking a question, do you do this or you do that or what have you, just respond to them and say, oh, that's exactly like me, or, I wish I could do that, or, whatever it might be. Those are your most loyal followers, and that will make them even more loyal to continue to see your stuff. Share your clients' posts. Go stalking your clients and comment on things that they're posting, and share that as well. Reach out to your clients via DM just to say, hi, how are you going? How's your hair going? I've been thinking about you. How you're feeling about your regrowth. Do you need any advice? Have you got any questions that I can help you with? Right, that would be great. And also engage in other groups. So, you mightn't have had time before, but go looking for your local coffee shop. Have they got a Facebook page? Connect with them. Your local community and your postcode. Is there groups there that you can jump on and have conversations with people and engage with them? All right, so there we've got it. 5 actions and some ideas that you can be doing right now. First of all, attract. Get more customers and clients and your local community to follow you. Use it as your primary platform for communication. Promote when you've got something to talk about and you've got something to sell, and repeat yourself. Educate. I think education is the number one thing that I'm seeing now that's getting really, really great engagement, especially on TikTok. If you can do a demo and put it on TikTok and then share it through to Instagram, those things are getting really great traction. Because TikTok's such a new platform, you're going to get a lot of engagement there at the moment. And engage. Spend some time chatting to people. Makes people feel good. All right. Now, here's some other experimental ideas that I just wanted to chat about too. Try all different types of social media posts. So whether it be a post, a story, use polls, use the question and answers, go live, do longer form IGTVs, experiment with all different kinds of filters and stickers and all the various different things. Use this time to really learn the platform and try something different. Experiment, see what works. Think about maybe creating a private Facebook group. So if you're wanting to communicate with your clients, asking them to join an exclusive group so that you can make sure that they get kept up to date with, what's relevant to them in sort of a private, secure setting, might be something to consider as well. If you don't know what to post, share a throwback moment, get one of your old posts or an old image and post that. Also a great time to ask your clients for feedback and review, because guess what? They've got more time as well. So you could ask politely for, if you've got 10 minutes whilst you're in isolation, it'd be wonderful if you could leave us a Google review or a Facebook review so that when we come out of this, we can attract more customers. Offer those win-win promotions, that buy now and save, or a gift card with a bonus value added onto it. and continue to reach out locally. Just because you can't walk by your coffee shop doesn't mean you can't find them online on their social channels and explore opportunities for maybe potential collaborations. Maybe you can shout out your local restaurant that's doing something with takeaways, and they can shout you out for, hey, and if you need your hair care products, then this local salon can help you as well. Everybody is looking for ways to help everybody else at the moment. So make sure you reach out and see what there is available for you in your community. Alrighty, so that's some actions that you can be doing right now. And they will be really great things that you'll be able to continue. You'll be able to see what works and continue it out on the other side. Now I want to introduce you to content pillars, which we use as a framework in the Social Sorted membership to provide a variety of content. So if you haven't heard the concept content pillars, don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it, and we're going to have a look at the ones that are really applicable for our industry. So I'm hearing a lot of this right now. Maybe this is you. My salon is shut and I've got nothing to post. I'm not taking any photos of hair. I don't know when we're going to be opening again. I really don't know what to say. I don't know what I should be posting at this time. I don't know how to plan or schedule content. I can't think of appropriate captions. It is hard to be creative in that way if that's not your normal thing, and especially if you're not doing things with your hands and talking to clients all day long, it's hard to think of an idea for a caption and to take a great photo. Maybe you're not in the same environment, and you're stressed. You can't come up with ideas, and you're having trouble communicating during this time. This is really common things that I'm hearing from business owners in the salon, spa, beauty, and barber industries right now. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that content is king, and it's the foundation of great content marketing. So here's the deal. Whether you're open or not open, whilst it's really important to post images of your work that you do, whether that's hair or beauty work, it can also get very samey in a feed. So if we're seeing lots of beautiful blonde balayage and it's photo after photo on your Instagram feed, whilst the feed and the grid might look beautiful, when a follower or a client of yours is seeing that same kind of image over and over again, they don't tend to engage. So you need to spread that out throughout other types of posts, which is how we're going to teach you today to use the content pillars to do that. You need to break up the hair pics and add some flavour and variety to your social feeds by putting structure around using the content pillars. You need to be talking about yourself, your brand, your values, and promoting things that are happening in your salon, not just showing your work. I mean, don't get me wrong, you still do need to do that, but you need to break it up. And before and afters are fantastic. But if every single image is a before and after and they're a little same, people will just start flicking on by. And it's also critical not to oversell to your social followers, but provide value and engaging. So there's a little quote down there, jab, 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 right hook, from Gary Vee. And I don't know if you've ever followed him, but he's definitely worth following on Instagram. He's pretty intense, but he's very good. And his strategy is, and he's got a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's about, and the jab, jab, jab equals value, 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 then ask for the sale. Okay, so you're just providing inspirational or valuable or motivational or interesting content, and then you're asking for the sale every so often, not getting every single post to get people to make a booking to come in and see you, because it just doesn't work. Okay, so what I'm about to show you, which is the content pillars, will help you with those jabs and those right hooks. Okay, so now let's take a look at them, the 10 key content pillars within our industry. All right, number one, I bet if you go back through your social posts that you will find your most engaging posts are when you have, spoken about yourself, or you've shared a personal insight about you. So personal insight captions are all about you. People love hearing stories. They want to hear about your successes, your failures, your fears, and your triumphs. And the more authentic and real that you can be with people, the more they will connect and engage with you. So these posts are the ones where you share your life's lessons, your deepest, darkest secrets, because your followers want to get to know you. So with each of these pillars, I'm going to show you 10 today. You don't need to use all 10. You might think, oh, I like 5 or 6 of those. And what I want you to do is consciously think about cycling through that content. So once a week, let's say, share a personal insight about you. Or once a fortnight, share a personal insight about you. And the image could be an image of you. It doesn't necessarily need to relate to the caption, or it could be. So it's completely up to you. So here's just an example of what a post might look like. And you'll see in there is a what I call a fill in the gap style caption. So in the Social Sorted membership, we provide you with captions every single month, and they're this sort of style where you can fill in the gaps and choose something that relates to you. So, for example, when I'm not in the salon, I love a bit of, and we give you a couple of examples that might be you, or you just trigger your own thing and you replace that with something that you love to do when you're not in the salon. And then you ask your audience, what hobbies do they have? Maybe you have something in common. Okay, so that's just an example of a personal insight post. All right, another one is, which is a little bit different to a personal insight, and this is your why and your motivation. It's like, why do you get up every day and do what you do? What motivates you to get out of bed? Why are you in business? What drives you? Why do you actually do what you do? And this is an example of a post where it all started, from a dream of a goofy, rebellious, energetic, or bubbly kid who grew up in, you enter where you grew up. Isn't it funny to think, before I had a support of my amazing team, it was just little old me. So it's a bit of a story about where you came from and why you do what you do. This post goes on to talk about how we've attracted a tribe of stylists that work with the owner that share the same values and passion. And so that's something that's been shared in this post, is the values and passion that is why this person started their business in the first place. Okay, so there are 2. All right, then you need to showcase to your team members, and you need to do this on rotation. It doesn't matter if you've only got 2, or it's just you, or 3 or 4 or 10. On rotation, you need to lift the veil about the fabulous people that make your business hum. People connect with people. So regularly introduce them, share insights into who they are in and out of the salon. What do they do in the salon? Do they have any specialties? Why would a client be interested in meeting this particular technician? And spotlight something random about them. What's something really interesting or quirky? Again, the image could be a picture of them. Doesn't have to be. Could be like this, a picture of their toolkit. And this is actually one of the images out of the Social Sorted membership. So you could use this image and talk about one of your team members. It doesn't actually have to be them. And then this would be a post of them. In this case, it's a post where they are saying, hey, it's Joe here. When I'm not in the salon, I'm usually blah, 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 blah. Okay? How-to tutorials and trade secrets. These ones are great. Great way to educate your audience. Remember, we talked about that's one of the actions we want to be doing right now, is teaching people things, something insightful, a trade secret, a hot tip. And video is also great for these types of posts. Okay, so it might be, this is a static post and just on the slide here, for example, but these are great in stories and great as an IGTV episode as well. So share something about the tools that you've got or ways to do things. And again, you can do it on repeat. Just because you've said it once doesn't mean you can say it again. Not all of your followers have seen it. So cycle through that content as well. Also just inspirational and motivational. So these are the really nice feel-good posts that make people feel good about themselves, motivate them, inspire your audience, maybe use a compelling quote in the image or a caption. So this quote here is talking about using your hair as a crown, invest in yourself, and, be like Beyonce. So it's just an inspirational one. You're not asking them to do anything. This particular image is also a beautiful, inspiring image that would stop someone in their feed because it's interesting to go and read the caption. This is another image all of these images are out of the social sort of membership. So you can get access to these, which I'll show you how to do that shortly. Product or service focus. So again, talk about specific products and specific services. What are the different offerings that you've got that they maybe don't necessarily know about? Okay. Again, cycle through them. You know, you can talk about highlights, you can talk about facials, you can talk about waxing, you can talk about, you know, all of the things that you do. And really, when you are talking about them, focus on the benefits of the product and service and what the benefits would be to the client to pique their interest. Often these posts are also really good when they're testimonial based, when people are talking about a specific service that they've had and how that made them feel. Cool. This one here, I think they're talking about in this post a head massage, and that image is also a beautiful image that just shows the feelings of how wonderful that feels to have water running through your hair like that. And then profile your work. So we talked about it. This is, you know, you guys are good at this because this is what you do every day. Your salon is filled with all of this gorgeous imagery. So talk about the transformations that happen, show the before and afters, and also show the skill that's involved mid-service. Like this image here is showing the skill in doing a blow dry. Video can also be good for that. So do continue to profile your work, but it's one of the 10 pillars. Inject some fun and humour. Show your salon's personality and the fun side of the business. Just remember, at the end of the day, you are trying to build an authentic brand connection, and making people smile and laugh is a great way to do that. So, you know, in the social sorted membership, we give you a whole bunch of quotes and things like that that are pretty funny, and some funny captions that you can use there as well. Okay, and then there are the posts that provoke engagement, and these are the ones where you're asking them to do something. So you're asking a question, or you're wanting them to like or comment or share or answer a poll to interact and provoke engagement. So, you know, we will show you, this post here is about Sarah Blakely and how she started her billion-dollar brand with $5,000 in the bank, okay? And so who inspires you? So then you're asking them, like, if there's someone that inspires you, or you would change this caption to suit you, and then ask your audience to who inspires you. And you might even start with the question. It's often good because, in Instagram, you only see the very top bit in your feed. You might start with who inspires you. Sarah Blakely is, she is someone who actually inspires me. So I would happily write about her. So, and introduce your audience into the conversation with that question. As we know, people love to give their 2 cents worth on, and particularly on, a debatable topic. So, get the debate happening. They love to see why people like something or don't like something, or believe in something or don't like something. So those are great ways to provoke engagement, and engagement helps your content be seen by more people. So you definitely want to be doing that. And then you can do your right hook and do some promotions and sales. So these are the posts that get you bookings and sales. So they're great for filling those last minute gaps, and encouraging your clients to follow you on your social media channels so that they can snag a last minute opening or find out about your latest promotions. That's a great way to get them to follow you on social media, is only promote any sort of specials or promotions that you've got running. Only promote them on your social media channels. So that's a great way to get people there. Don't make every single post about selling and making a booking, because they will be swiping on by, okay? All right, so there you have it. There are 10 different content pillars or ideas that become the framework for creating a post, okay? So personal insights, you're missing the you there, your why and motivation, team member showcase, how-tos and trade secrets, inspiration and motivation, product and service focus, profiling your work, fun and humour, provoking engagement, and promotion and sales. You can cycle through all 10 of these, or you can pick 5 or 6. And it just makes your strategy a lot easier if you've got a plan and you know that every Monday you're going to do a post about a team member, okay? And every, Thursday you're going to do a how-to, and every Friday you're going to do a promotion or a sales activity post, okay? So putting some sort of structure into a plan will help you spark ideas. Whereas if you just sit down with a blank canvas and go, I'm going to write a post, and you don't know what to talk about, and all that's in your mind is what's happening in the world right now, that makes it a little difficult. So the content pillars are a long-term strategy, and they're basically the framework that we built our social sorted membership on, so that we can provide a variety of content that keeps followers interested. Okay. So what I would love for you to do is to think about that and think about which of the content pillars you like and that you're going to maybe apply to your social strategy, and make a commitment to consistently post every single day, but a variety of content across those pillars. Now you've got the time. All right, so now how would you like some fresh content curated for your social feed monthly? Plus 3 months worth of free content. So you don't even have to think about it. We've done the work. I'm going to give that to you today. I'm going to show you how you're going to get access to that. So if you haven't seen it already, I want to introduce to you the Social Sorted membership. Now, you're never going to have to worry about what to post next if you're a member of this platform, and you guys are going to get access to this platform until the 30th of June for free. Absolutely no strings attached, and I'll show you how to do that. And every single month, so for the month of April, May and June, you will receive a collection of beautiful lifestyle images which we've curated and taken ourselves. So we buy the props, we find the locations, we bring in the creatives, we take the photos. They're not photos that you see on any stock website. They are only available to members of this membership. We also write the quotes across the variety of content pillars, and we pair inspirational quotes with beautiful images so that you can mix and match and create a beautiful feed for your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you like to share your social content. And it's all designed to engage your clients and build a connection between you and your customer base. So here's how it works. On the first of every month, you receive a fresh new issue filled with all the content and tips you need to build an winning strategy across your social channels. So you get 30 gorgeous images, 30 captions, a strategic action plan. So we teach you something small in bite-sized chunks every single month with some activities that you can try with the content as well. Plus, you get access to our exclusive Facebook community, and the business owners in there are awesome, and we've got lots of activity and sharing lots of things in here. So there's an example of what a post would look like on a mobile phone, where you can just download that image, clicking on that little download link there, and you can click copy and copy the caption and paste it straight into Instagram, edit it to suit how you want the caption to be, and you're done. You can post it. So it's pretty much as simple as that. So I wanted to show you inside the membership. So I'm going to share my actual screen now and show you what it looks like inside the Social Sorted platform, so that when you register, you will be able to come in and use this. So when you sign up, we will send you the link. You just need to come to socialsorted.net and register. You will need to put in your credit card because it's the way the system works, but you will not be charged. You have my word on that. You will be not charged anything until the 1st of July. So if you sign up and then cancel before the 1st of July, you won't be charged anything. If you decide to stay on after that, we would love to have you as part of the membership, and I'll talk to you about what the price is after that. But there is, for right now, I just want you to get this content and start to improve your social media strategy. So once you've created a profile, you'll be able to log in and you will come to your issues, and you will be able to see each of the issues. So every single month, we post a new issue. So because you're just joining this month, you'll have issue number 7, and you'll click on read more to go inside. So an issue is basically all of the content for that month. So there's always a video from me explaining what the topic of the month is. So the topic for this month was Instagram story highlights. The topic for next month is going to be a COVID-19 survival kit. So it's going to be specifically for these times. So we teach you how to do Instagram story highlights in this issue. You download an action plan, which is, I've just opened it up here, a gorgeous PDF where you get a letter from me, and lots of information. So we're teaching you the content about story highlights, how to use them, how to create them, how to create a custom cover. We actually give you templates to use for the custom covers. So you know, if you want to use these ones here, services showcased, short, different styles of hair, different, you know, if you want to put all of your blonde things together, all of your brunettes together, products, special occasions, tons and tons of info. And all of these templates are also provided to you. And then there's some activities where we get you to do some things as well. Plus, we also point out the important dates for the month and what hashtags to use on those days to help you. So during the different issues in the different months, we've covered a variety of different topics, including hashtags, you know, insights, all various different things. So every month is a different topic, and which we'll get in the action plan there. And then you get all of these prepared images and captions, which can be interchanged and mixed up. Just because we have that image with Earth Day, you may not like the image, but you like the caption. You can choose a different image. You might choose one of your own. So the idea is that this, you don't need to use it necessarily exactly as it is, although some of our members do that. You can use it just to supplement your own ideas and your own content, and especially for those days where you can't think of what to post. So we've got some gorgeous images here, as you can see. It is the imagery is very hair. So I know one of the questions that I always get when we talk about this is, are we going to do this for beauty, spa and barbers? Yes, we probably will in the future. For right now, it is hair centric. However, we do have a lot of beauty salons that use it because honestly, the captions can be easily tweaked to be beauty related or spa related, and there are a lot of images that aren't hair related. There are a lot that are, but there are also a lot that aren't. So there are a lot of beautiful lifestyle images here that you can use. You know, I mean, this handbag image could be used, you know, a timer can be used, you know, there's quite a few things that you can still do. And again, here you'll see that we've got the content pillars here. So this is a team insight post, this is a team insight post. So every single month you'll get ideas to use for those types of posts. So there you go. So all you need to do, guys, is register and you can get access to all of this stuff. And when you download, let me show an image. Let's pick a nice image to download. Let's just look at this one here. When you download an image, so I'm obviously on my computer, so it's going to download it. It's taking a second. They're huge, high-res images, and you can use them on your emails. You can use them on your website. You can use them on anything. They're yours to use royalty-free, however you want to use them when you're part of the membership, okay? The same with the copy. You just click copy here and that copies it to your clipboard, and then you can paste it into your platform. So whether you're on your mobile phone or on your desktop, doesn't really matter. And then down the bottom here, we also have quotes that we've created and designed for you, and we have them in light and dark. So depending on what your feed is looking like and what the picture is next to it, white might look better or dark might look better depending on your branding. And this month we also added some bonus captions for those businesses that are still open. So most of the other posts they're very relative to the month. So we're talking about what's happening right now. So this, you know, for this one in particular, is a salon experience post. So as the panic and fear grows in the community, we want to assure you that we're doing everything to keep our clients safe. And here's what we're doing. Okay, now you mightn't be doing exactly that. You might be doing something slightly different, but you can take that, tweak it to yourself. This one here is also an insight, but it's, you know, stuck indoors for a while, bored with your surroundings. Maybe it's time to rearrange your living room or declutter your space, you know. So again, they are relative to the month. So everything's very timely. So there's a bunch of posts there, and then we've also provided additional captions down here for the salons that are open and are trading, so that you've got more of that type of content. So we really listen to our members. We've learned a lot we've only opened the doors to the Social Sorted membership twice. And, the feedback we get in the community has been fantastic. And so we've been able to evolve that over time. And the idea is that we provide you what you need so that you don't have to worry about what to post. Okay. So you can download everything. You can download just the images, just the captions, or individually. So that's basically what it looks like inside the membership. Okay, so let's just finish off, and then I'm sure there's some questions there. So if you've got questions, post them in now, because I'm almost ready to go and check that out. So hopefully with this membership, you'll get control over your social media in these times of uncertainty and beyond. We like to think it's like the Netflix for your social media. So it keeps your posts consistent without you having to spend hours every week. It allows you to break up those hair pics with compelling posts about your brand, your team, and your vision. The copy is being written by professional copywriters that know what they're doing to drive engagement and convert your followers into bookings. And you also get to learn the latest social media strategies and tactics. We bring in experts as well. So with our bonus content, we do masterclasses. For example, we had Christy from Plan come in and talk to us about, a planning and scheduling app, and some tips and tricks around that. So that's in the Facebook group. A lot of those mini masterclasses are in there. So once you join, jump into the Facebook group and, scroll back, and you'll see some masterclasses that our community manager Channing has done, and also interviews with people that we've brought in. We do some live training. We're there to offer feedback and support. So if you've got something that you're struggling with, or you want to want some additional content for, let us know. We've also got story templates in there. We're going to be putting all of the bonus content inside the platform as well over the next couple of weeks. So if, there's some templates that you want to use for stories or for various different things, then we make those available as well. All right, so, because we got such amazing feedback from our members in the platform during these times, I have had countless people message me and say how the Social Sorted membership has really helped them and been their saving grace during these times, because it gave them, A, something to do, and B, they didn't need to think about, their social media. It was basically provided for them. So it really got us thinking about how can we help more salons get through this, and knowing that communication and social media is the key. So that's why we've decided to open up the doors to the Social Sorted membership from now through to 30 June for free. So if you've got other people that maybe haven't watched this masterclass, send them the link, or just tell them to join up to the Social Sorted membership, because right now it's totally free until the 30th of June. So that means May, April, and June's issues are completely on us. So you will get 90 minimum images and captions that you can use to help you with your strategy. No strings attached. That's our gift to you to help you during these times. And then after that, like I said, you will need to put in your credit cards. How the system works, it won't charge you, but you need to put it in because the membership we've just done some work in the back end to change it so that the free period runs through until the 1st of July. And then after that, it's only $35 a month anyway. So if you're enjoying it, we would love to have you hang around. And even after that, you can cancel at any time. There's no lock-in contract. Our concept or our idea is that it is just so valuable that the subscription afterwards is negligible compared to the value that you get, but that's up to you to decide. So we would like you to try it during these times and see what you think. So the doors are open now. All you got to do is go to socialsorted.net and register, and then make sure you join us in the Facebook group. Introduce yourself so that we can follow you and connect with the other salon members in there. So that's a wrap from me. Thank you so much if you are still there. Have you got any questions? I'm going to jump in and have a little look and see. Okay, there was a couple with no sound. That happened, and then hopefully it came back. So, gosh, I do hope you've been able to hear me all this time. All your staff has stood down. Yes, Marianne, yeah, it's awful times, but hopefully you're going to be able to open back up And when you are, you're going to want your clients to be there. So, connecting with them on social media is still a really great way to do that. Great tips. Cool, Marianne. Thank you. Yes, it is. It is hair related, Marianne. But like I said, the captions can be adapted, so it's definitely worth you jumping in and checking it out to see whether it is helpful for you. We definitely plan on extending and having other memberships in the future, but for right now, we started with a hair focus. Because one of my marketing mantras, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one, and that's, you need to take that on board yourself when you're talking to your clients. But the copy has been written in a way that I'm sure you could grab it and just tweak it slightly, but jump in and let us know what you think. Not so much a question. We've started doing specific days. Makeup Mondays. Oh my God, that's amazing, Raylene. Yeah, facial Fridays, self-care Sundays. That's great. That's just another form of a content pillar. So the ones we've shown you aren't the only ones. So that's so cool. Makeup Mondays. So this is a tip for the rest of you from Raylene. She's doing Makeup Mondays, Facial Fridays, and Self-Care Sundays. Post video tutorials or photos of things that you can do at home during isolation. These seem to have gained lots of traction for us on our social media. Amazing. Can you pop your Instagram in there, Raylene? I'd love to follow you and check that out. That would be really great. Oh, Selena, hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for those kind messages. Can the images only be used on Instagram or other platforms? No, they can be used, like I said, on anything. You can use them on your email, you can use them on your website, or you can use them, basically anywhere. LinkedIn. You can crop them, you can put them into Canva if you want to do different things with them. That's totally fine. They are yours to use, royalty free. You just can't sell them. Can they be used with a scheduling program? Another great question. Yes. If you're using something like Plan or Planoly, we love Plan, you can upload all of your images in there, rearrange them, put in all of the captions, and schedule them to post ahead of time as well. Absolutely. Yeah. All righty. Any more questions? Have you jumped in and registered? If not, go do that. I would love to see you inside the Facebook group, and let anybody else know. Double checking a link will be emailed to the webinar. Yes, it will. What's been, hi, Hans from Sharkies in the US. Lovely to meet you. Look, we don't have anything specifically for kids yet, but why don't you jump in and check out the content and see whether you could, whether you could tweak a few things and make it relevant for kids, and shoot me a message and let me know. Maybe there's something we can do to help support you there. If there is, we will definitely do it. It's really small. There's lots of questions I've got to small through here. Nicola, you're welcome. Thank you very much today. It's really informative, gives me a relief. Oh, thank you. That's great, Deborah. Really difficult time with my salon closed temporarily, at least while we have the distancing rule in place. Yep, it is. But you know what? Do something proactive with this time that you've got. You'll really enjoy it. As we're all really visual people, so jumping in and having a look at the gorgeous images and making the captions, tweaking them to suit your own personality will be something really therapeutic. You don't have to credit the photos, Julia, no. You can just use them. You are welcome, Raylene. I hope there's quite a few questions in the message box here. The question box is really tiny, but hopefully I've got them all in. If I've missed your question, I will come back. Or awesome, Linda, thank you. You're welcome, Megan. Hope that's great. She said it was Easy to follow cadence of communication. Yeah, the idea is, like I said, organization and structure with a bit of creativity. So if you just have a bit of structure, it makes it so much easier. All right, I think I've answered all of your questions, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Judith, you're welcome. Thank you for your message. Can you use it on your mobile? Yes, you can. Just log into socialsorted.net and you can scroll through the images the same way. They're just in single file versus 3 across the line. Raylene, yes, you're looking to start up an Instagram account now that you have time. Absolutely. Go for it. Cool. All right, guys, I will let you go. Thank you so, so much. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon.